Hi there everyone, welcome to another YouTube video. Today we're on a walk with my doggo. That's my doggo. She cute. She big. So today I was going to talk about sharing. We always think of sharing as like a little kid lesson. Like, Timmy, gotta share that toy. Gotta do it. Susie wants you to share it. And we're about sharing here. Lots of preschool teachers will be like, yeah, sharing is caring. And then we get into adulthood. It's not given as much emphasis. And it's so funny because we go from such a hard stance on sharing to like not. So, yeah, let's talk about that. Let's do it. Sharing is literally just giving something of what you have to someone else. When I think of sharing, I usually think temporary. Lots of temporary things. The world is filled with temporary things. Don't tell yourself otherwise. We're all temporary beings here. At least until we come up with like an elixir for immortality or something. So anyway, share it. Ladybird, share with me. Come on, we're walking. Share your time with me. Don't share it with the bush. So, sharing, yeah. Giving a little bit of what you have to someone else. Sharing and borrowing go hand in hand. Just because when you are sharing something with somebody else, they are borrowing. I guess it's like two sides of the same coin or something. They are borrowing it from you. You are allowing them to utilize something that you have in exchange for the hope that you will get it back. And so many parents, teachers are very into this idea that if you have something, you should share it with other people. And sometimes that's definitely the truth. But sometimes we share too much, i.e. the giving tree. That giving tree, he gave and gave and gave. We're going to go this way. Anyway, giving tree literally gave everything to the point where the giving tree had literally nothing left to give. Apples are one thing, the giving tree can grow those back. And I would say that's the little things, like when you give somebody your time or when you give somebody something that you have excess of that you don't need. And then you start to get to like the branches of the giving tree, which is literally has the leaves which provide it with food and life and light. Well, I guess it's a source for that light to come in and turn into food. Anyway, food provides the giving tree with food and sustenance along with its roots. When you start chopping those off, you start giving away parts of yourself that you need to survive to help aid somebody else. And maybe doing small amounts of that is okay. But when you start to give too much of those parts of yourself, then you start affecting how you can survive and how you can thrive. And so then you start to need more help from others as well. And there's nothing wrong with needing help from others. We all go through periods of drought in our lives, dark days, where we need somebody else's help to kind of get us out of those. And that's fine. But when you start to cut off your own ability to produce those things for yourself, it becomes very problematic. And so then after the giving tree started giving away its branches, it gave its whole heart and soul, and it was just a stump. And it can't grow anymore. It doesn't have anything left to give. It's a stump, a shell of who it formerly was. And that's not good. That's not a good thing for any of us to get to at any point. So when you're sharing, just keep in mind what level you're sharing at. Are you sharing an apple? Are you sharing the shade of the tree that you just so happen to make? Or are you sharing branches? Are you sharing things that are important for you to survive? Are you giving up things that you need in order to survive? Dog, come on. We're in like a parkish area right now, so she's being goofy. So take stock of what you're sharing. Are you sharing things that you really need to survive? Are you sharing things that are just you just so happen to have in good supply? because it sucks if you're sharing things that you need to survive. And don't let anybody tell you that you have to give all of yourself, like 100% of all of yourself to anything. It is really awesome to find a project that you can get so passionate behind that you like just want to keep giving to it. But you also need to know that in order to foresee problems in the future, you have to be able to have a certain awareness to be able to work with those problems. You need to be able to have your faculties in order and have some backup reserve of supplies. And to be able to be like the human you were meant to be, you also need to be able to help yourself survive a little bit. And you can build those things up. Luckily, we're not quite like the giving tree where we can't grow after we get all chopped down. Like, that is the fun thing about being human, is we can take ourselves on journeys. We can go to our lowest low, our rock bottoms, and we can come back up from it. So if you are at your lowest low, if you've given absolutely everything that you have to a person, place, thing, organization, whatever, I say whatever a lot. If you've given all that you have, all that you are, to something other than yourself, and you are just depleted, burnt out, filled with regret, and just exhausted, know that you can take the time to grow yourself back up again. But it will take time, and it does take energy. And it might take a little help from your friends, you know. A little help from my friends. Come on, lady. What were you eating, a stick? I think she was eating a stick. Today's a day. Today is always a day, though. Today is always a day. Ladybird, you want to say hi? No. Okay. Don't give everything that you have. Make sure that you are keeping a little bit in reserve when you really need it for those things that you might not foresee. Like a rainy day fund, but more like a you need to grow an apple day. The thing you had in surplus a really long time ago that you gave away. Make sure that you have enough of your own personal stores to be able to regrow that should you need to. It can be very difficult. It can be very hard. Find good people around you who help make that process easier. And hopefully it'll all work out for you. I should also say that sometimes people share, and sometimes people don't share at all. Like, there's those people who love to share, the people who are like, oh yeah, sharing is my jam. I give you all the things. And then there's the people who are not about the sharing or the caring, and they have a surplus of very many things, or at least it seems that way to you, and they do not want to share. And it is not up to you to decide if they should share their things, because of many reasons, some of which include the fact that they might not have as much as you think they do. They might be fronting. They might have some problems in their life that they need those resources. They might want to share, but know that that's not really going to help with whatever you need. Just because they are not sharing does not mean that they do not care. It does not mean that they are horrible people. Sometimes we need those resources for ourselves. Don't forget it. You know, be kind to yourself as well. You got to share with yourself. Sometimes it's hard. It can seem selfish. Like, I don't want to share with myself because then I won't have friends to share with. I don't know. Sometimes it can seem like sharing with yourself is a bad idea. Like, it's going to hurt you. Like, it's going to not be fun. Or other people are going to think that you are not kind and caring, and so you want to be perceived as that, so you try your best to share everything. But this is not healthy. It's also not healthy to just isolate yourself away from people, but Sharing what you have doesn't always mean sharing physical objects, doesn't always mean sharing monetary objects. It's like the love languages, you know? Like, share your time, share your hugs, share your, if you have leftover gifts that you want to give to somebody and you know they'd really appreciate it, share that. That's 3. Share your words of affirmation. Oh gosh, I can't remember what the other love language is. I'm sorry, I can't. I tried to think about it, but I can't. But share all that with people. Share your apologies, share your heart, share your joy. And don't beat yourself up about it if it's not monetary, if it's not an item. People share things in different ways. And as little kids, we're often only taught that sharing is for physical objects. It's not just, come on. Sharing is not just physical objects. It can be emotional things and other things as well. So let's broaden your horizon on how to share kindness with people, how to share love, how to share respect, and how to be good neighbors to each other on this planet. But yeah, so share away, friends, share away. If you have a good idea for a topic you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments. You know, populate that comment section, please. I'm begging you. But anyway, thanks for watching with me and listening to my ramblings. I will hopefully see you next time. Bye. Oh my goodness, you know what's ready? We're ready for some videos to pop up on the screen in one of these corners here. One of these here corners is going to have some videos pop up. It might be this one now that I'm looking at it. Welcome to the videos. Please like, subscribe, comment. It helps support me.